guys, hope you're doing well. My name's Lucy, I'm the creator behind Lulu's Crochet and more down in Devon. If you are a new this is the second time I tried to make this video. If you are a new subscriber, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Sorry. Public announcement, I'm on painkillers, so if I don't make much sense, I'm really sorry. Yeah, my body reacts really aggressively to any sort of medication, so apologies. Anyway, we're here for a what I've made this week video. It's not as much as I would have liked, and I didn't actually meet all the targets I'd set for myself, but I've had a very bad pain week and it's been busy and I've done what I can, and I'm just going to show you. So I tried to go off of what I'd sold at the last event and kind of use that as my guideline for what I wanted to make this week. As I've said previously, what I tend to do throughout the year is when I have an event and I sell stuff, I try and remake it within a couple of weeks time, just so that I'm constantly at like a £3,000 of stock kind of level. It doesn't always work. Sometimes we have weeks like we've just had, sometimes I just can't be bothered, and sometimes I just want to make whatever the hell I want to make, and this week has been a bit of a mix of the two. So I went through, had a look at everything I made last week, sold last week even, and used that, like I said, as my guideline, and then went off kilter because that's what I do. So the first thing I did was, actually I don't know what order I did this in, but actually I do think these were first, was I made 2 kittens. So I sold a white and grey one at my Trago Mills event, and then I sold a pink one at my last event, and I could remember those, so I was like, I'm going to make those 2 again. These are still my most popular kitten, and I'm still gutted that they've discontinued this yarn. In fact, I might write to them and just be like, I know you've discontinued it, but if you have any, I'll have it, I'll take it, please. I love it. So I'm gutted about that, but it is what it is. Yeah, so 2 kittens, 2 capybaras because I sold 2 and I'd already started one before I ran out of this colour. So I finished him and made him a little friend. If I have time, I would like to make some more. They're quick, they're easy, they're so cute, and the kids love them. And these are by Sweet Beans Crochet, free Instagram pattern. Kittens, Annie Carroway art, obviously. But these guys, they actually sit. So, sorry, my son's just coming in. Sorry, he was out playing in the wet, so he's now come in. But yeah, they actually stand without falling on their noses, so I love them. They are brilliant. The pattern I had before, they looked more like, I don't know, like guinea pigs. They were like squashed, whereas these have a nice nice definition to them. I like them. Piggies, I wanted to make some piggies anyway, so this may have been where I've gone off kilter because I've left my book in the other room. Okay, to sneeze. I'm not gonna. Excuse me. I'm gonna sneeze. Right. 4 piggies. I'm gonna say kitten then. 4 pigs, not kittens. Free YouTube tutorial. I will pop it somewhere. Yeah, piggies. I sold 1 at some point and I wanted to make more and I'd run out of pink and I've now made more. So 4 pigs. Oh, sneezy. 2 turtles, sold 2 at my last event. I don't know what colourway I sold, but I liked these colour combinations. So we have like a cream and pink variation, and then like a beige and greeny blue variation. Yeah, so turtles, always popular. If they don't get bought, they get a lot of compliments. I want to talk about those in a minute actually, but yeah, turtles, Ribblr pattern. Again, I'll try and link. Peas in a Pod, free Instagram pattern. I was going to say just a mum crocheting, but it's not her. 4 peas, 2 different coloured pods. Love them. Quick, easy, simple. You can literally just zone out and make all the peas in one go and then go back and make the pods, which is what I tend to do the pods first because that's the longer bit. It takes a minute to do the pods. Takes me about 10 minutes, and then maybe like 3 or 4 minutes each for the actual peas. but they're so cute, and people love that they are interactive and that they can take the peas out, so they pop out and then you just pop them back in. Really, really cute. Kids love them. Adults love them. I love them. I'm 40 and there is nothing wrong with a grown woman liking a little play pea pod. So yes, 4 of those. And then on the food route, I've wanted to make these for a while. So ages ago, it feels like ages ago, I made an avocado and a boiled egg. So the original pattern is the boiled egg, and then I modified it by adding 1 extra round and turned it into an avocado. And I wanted to make more, I just never got around to it. So I did it yesterday, finished these guys, started the day before, in the evening. So I got the avocado body and half of the egg body done on Thursday evening, and then I did the legs and finished them off yesterday. And I love them, very, very cute. I like sewing eyes onto anything that's leggy. I don't know why, I do, but there they are. I would like to do more, but I've run out of this celery, I think it's celery colour. I think, I don't know. Yes, I have. Might possibly have just enough to make another one. I might do that later, I might not, I haven't decided yet. But yeah, these guys. Excuse me, those tablets give you a really dry mouth. I normally take them at night, but I have been advised that I need to take them twice a day now, so apologies for being a bit off. 3 flamingos. So Chris sold 1 at the last event, and he said that Square was showing that I didn't have any left. I thought I'd made more, but I had also run out of pink, so I don't know if I actually did get around to it or not. So I made 3. I'm convinced there's 1, but if there's not, I have 3. And same with the mallards, I've made 2. He sold 1 and Square was saying I only had 2 left. I like to have an even number. I know I've just said about the flamingos, but I will at some point have a look. But yeah, so 2 mallards. And then the last things that I made, actually started one a couple of days before I did the other one, but it doesn't matter, is I wasn't going to, but I've made 2 more sploots. So a lovely blue variation and a nice purple. I do want to do a pink one, but I don't have enough if I then want to make any more anything else. And I can't buy any more yarn until I get paid. I'm on a self yarn ban. I've got loads. Look, I've got loads of yarn. I don't need to buy any more, but I do because there's starting to be gaps, and I'm nearly out of black. I've only got 1 ball of pink left. There's hardly any light blue because he ate that. It doesn't matter. 2 sploots. So yeah, I'm really pleased with everything I managed to get done, considering basically my ankle has started playing up. So I've been told I've got tendonitis in my Achilles, yay, in my right ankle, and my wrist this week has been really sore. Yesterday at work was just, well, I mean, I was threatening to take myself to the glue factory. My colleagues wouldn't let me. They were like, no. I was like, please, I've had enough now. I feel like my body's failing me a little bit at the minute, but it's fine. It's fine. It's just, it's been a bad week. It will be better. Things will be better. Everything will be okay. I just need to get to the other side of it. And we're nearly there. I've got my appointment in a couple of weeks, and hopefully they can give me a game plan. Turtles. I was going to speak about the turtles. I am thinking about changing my turtles and my T-Rex from Flutterby to Yarnsmith Chenille. I only charge £8 for both of them, and they definitely take me more than an hour to make, especially the T-Rex, because you have to sew all the bits on. So yeah, I'm thinking of upping the price by upping the yarn, if that makes sense. The turtles I only do when I really want to. They're not something that I pressure myself to do. I've usually always got at least 10 on hand, so it's not a priority. But I am thinking that might be what I decide to do. I have tested it in Snug actually, but it's massive. Like, he's there. Can you see him? He's huge. And I don't think anybody would pay what he's worth, because I probably charge about 25 for him. And these guys I charge 20. But yeah, he took quite a long time because it's quite, snug yarn is not smooth like chenille. You do have to kind of fight against it a little bit, so it does take a little bit longer to do something like the turtles when you're doing this. I don't know why, it just does. Yeah, and they take up so much room because I don't think I could put them in my baskets. I think they'd have to go on the table. So I'm thinking chenille would be like a happy medium. So that's something that I might look at doing in the next couple of days, is doing a T-Rex and a turtle. Just testing it out, see if I like it or not, and go from there. What else do I want to do? I don't know. There's loads I want to do. I want to do everything. I want to make like 27,000 more bunnies. I'd love to make, like I said, another one of these in pink, but I'm not doing that before tomorrow. Definitely not. I'd like to make some more big marshmallows. I want to make more capybaras. I want to go through my inventory and just see where I am, because like I said, my square seems to be off. I was going to do it today, but I've got to go, got to go and pick my nephew up in a bit, and there isn't really room for me to do it at the minute. This room is a bit of a, as you can see, there's stuff everywhere. It's a bit of a hodgepodge of washing room and storage room and yarn room and just chaos. So yeah, I don't know. I might roughly go through it just as I'm putting these bits away, just so I know where I stand with those. But other than that, I probably won't bother. Yeah, so event tomorrow is at Beer Alston. It is their family fun day. They're having a carnival today, I think, and then the fun day tomorrow. It's supposed to rain. My gazebo has a hole in the top of it. Tiny, tiny hole, but enough of a hole that I'm a bit worried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some bin bags with me so that I can cut them and lay them over my products if it does suddenly start to hammer it down. I think it's supposed to be okay when we set up, but I think it's supposed to be around lunchtime that it's going to come in, and then obviously we're there until like the afternoon, and that's when it's really supposed to come in. So breaking down might be fun, but it looks like we can park right behind our pitches. So what I would probably do is leave my body bags in the car, and then if we need anything we can pull it as we need. That's what we did when we did another outdoor event. Where was that? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it was. But yeah, that's what we did then, and it just means that, you know, you've not got all your bags showing underneath your table, and it looks a bit neater. It's a bit safer for your products, isn't it? So yeah, I think that's what we'll do when it comes to that. I think I've got everything ready for tomorrow. Who knows? I found my stands. They're in the box behind me, which I'd filled with yarn that I couldn't be bothered to put on my shelves, so that's why I couldn't find those. So I know where they are now. I'm going to get the car packed up after I've brought my nephew here, because obviously I can't fit him in the car with all my stuff. So yeah, I hope that there's a break in the weather to do that. Chris will help me do that, so that shouldn't take very long. And yeah, I've got to be there for 8:30 tomorrow on a Sunday. Why do I do this to myself? Why have I just booked yet another event? I am chocker now. So I've got Beer Alston tomorrow, then I have a school next Thursday, an event the Sunday that week, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then another event the Sunday after. So that's May, and then I think I've booked like 4 in June and a couple in July and maybe 1 in August. I don't know why I do it to myself. So yeah, I'm going to be busy. And we'll see how my stock levels stay, because I'm not doing the best of keeping on top of it at the minute, because I want to make things I want to make, like the egg and the avocado. They were not on my list. I haven't sold the others. I just wanted to make them because I am frivolous. No, not frivolous. Maybe I am. No, I'm not. I don't know. What word am I trying to find? I am easily distracted. Magpie. Shiny. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm literally just like making no sense now. I might put this video with my market recap. I haven't decided yet. But either way, I'll catch you guys soon. I hope you have a really good week. Take care. Bye. It's later the same day. I got cold, so the hoodie is on. The sweets are out. I've only done 5 things, but I'm calling it now. I didn't need to do the 5 things I've done. I did actually have a quick count out of all of the new things I was adding to my inventory, and I was like on 18 capybara and 9, I think, pea pods. And I was like, well, let's just round it up. So 2 more capybara, so I now have 20. 1 more pea pod, so I'm now either on 8 or 10. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Seagull, just because. And I only have 1 big bee left, so I've made another bee. I would have liked to have made another one, but I'm actually like, I have this much yellow left and only this much black. So yeah, so I'm calling it there. I doubt I'll get anything else done today. I am tired, and I still haven't packed the car, and it's, oh, let's have a look. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Trying to see the time. It's 7 o'clock in the evening, so I'm gonna go and do that now. And then, no, I'm not, because it's now raining. Oh no. Do I do it in the rain tonight, or do I do it in the rain in the morning? I'm going to look at the forecast and hope there's a break in the weather, and then I'm going to go make the kids their dinner. My nephew's staying again. Basically, my son and my nephew are alternating whose houses they're at each weekend, which is lovely, but yeah, it's fine, it's fun. They have a good time together. Iz has been watching movies all day, so she's just finished watching Smile. If you know, you know. I refuse to watch it with her. I've watched it twice, and twice is quite enough. It is one of those movies that makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up, and I don't know why. It's not that bad. I've watched worse. It gives me the creeps. Yeah, as you can see, I still don't know where to put those bags, so they're just floating about. They've been everywhere. Iz has just messaged me, sorry. From the living room. Because she knows I'm doing this. But yeah, I'm going to call it for tonight. At some point get the car packed up. Oh, it's that horrible mizzle, which will be fine once the gazebo is up tomorrow. But taking everything out of the car, or into the car, in mizzle, it's never fun, is it? It just soaks through you in seconds. It's the worst of the rains. Yeah, I'm talking rubbish now, so I'm going to go. I'll catch you guys soon. Take care. Bye.